You don't know the culture, dance camp culture, dance clash Berlin.
Yo, CDC Festival Berlin 2019.
CDC Festival.
Yep, good to go.
CDC Festival 2019. We are here in Berlin, third day. And I'm sitting here with beautiful, amazing, talented Kimiko Versatile. How are you doing, Kimiko?
I'm wonderful. I'm having so much fun, so much experiences here, mixing with amazing dancers, doing Afrobeat, crump, dancehall. It's a wonderful experience.
Welcome back in Europe, by the way. You have been missing from 2017 was your last time?
1 year, yeah. Was it 2017? Yes, I took a break last year.
Was 1 year, and you have done a lot of things where you didn't tour Europe. So I want to go briefly through all your success and achievements during these 12 months. Yeah. So let's start from a great achievement. It was your dream, and one of your dreams, of course, and you made it. Now you have a studio.
Yes, I have a lovely studio called Versatile Studios, so we deal with dance, and I also incorporate some of my other talents like doing locks and makeup services. So it's going really well. Just 1 year I've been opened, and I've been getting a lot of good responses and support from foreigners coming into the classes, and also people are booking the studio for different activities, photo shoot, videography, different things. So that's major for me. And I also started my own dance group called Versatile One.
And that was the thing also I want to talk about, because this is also the home for your talented dancers team. So what is that about, and what does it take to be a versatile one?
Basically, I want it, because in Jamaica, the females aren't so together. They don't deal with teamwork so much. It's always fighting against each other and, just being bad-minded, what we call it in Jamaica. And I want it, the females are so talented. I want them to be so where we could work together and enforce woman powers through dance, and just to show our talents and not just being vulgar, or would consider provocative in the dancehall scene, like always showing your genitals or shaking the ass. I think women should portray more than that, where we are more than that. We're not just a sex icon. So I wanted versatile ones. I created versatile ones where we could showcase female dancing through woman empowerment and showing that our versatility. So we can do dancehall, shake the ass, we can do steps, we can do African dance, all type of dance as women being in Jamaica, and not just being represented as just, lewd or vulgar. And
did you pick them? I mean, were your friends? Did you collaborate before and then you took them for that, or you auditioned? Actually?
Yes, for the first one, I usually work with a lot of females, so I just told them about the idea and told them if they're interested, we can formulate this group. And so it was persons that I already worked with, where I know their work ethics already, and I knew that they will fit well in the group. But I'm going to do an audition for next month, and next month I'm definitely going to do an audition where they come in and do a piece, and I'm going to do an interview. Yes, because it's not all about the dancing, but I want to have the discipline and for them to want this, to be a part of it. So I just don't want to take on anybody that just want to do it for the hype or, for where they see it's going, and they, but I want them to be, I want to be a part, like build a family.
So the team is growing.
Yes, it is growing, and it's doing so well. One of the big projects that I got was to choreograph Jason Derulo's video, Shut Up and Dance, and I choreographed the Jamaican section, and they chose me and my girls to do it. So I'm really proud and excited, and it's been really well.
I've seen you working a lot, of course, with artists that you have already mentioned, and project where you are picked as choreographer or dancer, but I also seen that you are creating your own visual production, and this was recently you released Jungle Fever, which is a short movie, a short dance movie. What's that is all about? How you came out with this idea, and is this something that you want to do more? And by the way, Shelly Belly was a great interview.
I know, he's a perfect person. So what I do, I just come up with ideas that where I can incorporate dancehall and showing a different side of dancehall into a different environment. So the first one I did, the first video we did it to Push Back with Neo and Steph London, and just to showcase our different dances and female, and just to show the Jamaican dance community is growing. And then this Jungle Fever now was, I always saying that I'm all about woman power. So this shows woman dominance again, in where we pretend like we're Amazon women, strong women, and Shelly Belly came into our environment and we're like, who is this person? What is this? And we're exploring and whatever. And Shelly Belly, we put him in a trance, and then after the trance, he kind of broke out of it and was taking us on, but we all dominated him and brought him into the jungle and said, hey, we're gonna do whatever we want to do with you. You came into our home. So
I was imagining you as a goddess in that moment, nature goddess. You perfectly portrayed it.
yes, and in this piece we showed a little African side, we showed a little modern contemporary, and we also showed the daggering, which people look on in a negative way, but in this way I just use the creativity of daggering to show the different angles, the different skills that you could do, and how fun it is. So that's and people love it. They tell Shelly Bear that is a new level of this because it's so pretty and more creative and more what do I say, commercial and thing. People love this, and they were like, I'm planning on doing more. And one of the reasons why I do dance videos is because when you're in a music video, sometimes you're not shown so much because it's more about the artist. We are just features to let
In the editing, you then end up dancing those few seconds.
2 seconds or so. So what I do, I invest in dance videos where we as dancers are seen throughout it, and people can appreciate us more for what we're doing.
Yeah, great job. I loved it. And yeah, as I said, you were goddess, and Shelly Belly took the part perfectly. And while you were not here, you even pushed more your brilliant moves and steps that you have created these years. So I want to ask you something about, because you did, for Stop Watch Me Pumps, you did a lot of good marketing work, and they all were dancing because it was a great move with really a groove, but not super difficult in the technicalities. I want to show you something now. So this is Kimiko versatile move featured on an Adidas item, on an Adidas jacket. Look, this is a men's size. I think it's just a male model, and I bought it to remember my whole life. You were featured by Adidas and your success on it. Can you tell us something about this?
Wow, this is amazing. Well, first of all, I didn't get much what I say, recognition from this because it was done by artist Robin Clare from Australia. She did the illustration, and she had like a limited time of where she could put a couple of her illustration. She did a collaboration with Adidas for a summer, just for 2 months, where she could put some of her artwork on Adidas clothing. So this is how it came about. So this is basically, the positions are basically her illustration, and Adidas did the printing. So it's not like Adidas had anything to do with like, Kimiko versatile, this move is awesome, we should put it on our clothing. No, Robin Clare was the one who really initiated this project, and it was for skateboarders. It's a skateboarders model, so it was just a limited edition, and it's not like I gained a lot of credit or anything from it because it wasn't discussed with me before this went out. She just did it with her illustration, so I spoke about it, and I'm still grateful of the fact that my dance is featured on Adidas brand, which is worldwide, and I feel amazing. I feel amazed, and I just want to be able to get the recognition and the credits where it's due. That hey, this is Kimiko Versatile. She created this movement. It is global. People love it. It makes the people fun and feel fulfilled. And when people feel like that, I feel fulfilled, like I'm doing a great job through dance and representing for Jamaican dancers on a whole, you know. And this is a big step step two because I can never picture myself having my moves, and this is me on Adidas. Like, whoa!
Yes. And yeah, talking about credits, because now this was a big point, and I wanted to start saying, okay, Kimiko is creating great moves, going around the world, everywhere around the world. I was dancing, people here were dancing it, but sometimes credits are not paid. So there was an issue a few months ago, and this is not about controversy. This is about pointing out a few things. So you were taking to the social media, to your pages to say, guys, you can't do tutorial of my moves. If there is a tutorial of my move, I will do it. It's online already. If it's not, it's because I choose not to do it, but I'm the creator, and I have total creative power on what I do, and it's for all Jamaican dancers and their creation, because dancehall comes from Jamaica and is the soul and creative power of dancers in Jamaica. So now I have sum up a bit what you say. You have say much more than that. But I want to point out a few things. So I prepared a few questions for you. So I've heard recently someone say, because I dance European dancehall. So in few words, why this statement is wrong?
I'm definitely wrong because dancehall wasn't made in European, so there's no Europe, so there's no European dancehall. The thing is that anybody can create, and that's fine. So Chiara, if you create a movement called Chiara Wine, it's your movement, and it's fine. You understand? Congrats to you, but we won't consider it dancehall because dancehall is not just a dance, it's a lifestyle, it's a culture, and it's a culture of the Jamaican people. So I believe that the only creation of dancehall can come out of Jamaica. You understand? Same like if you're doing a ballet or if you're doing jazz, you can't get up and say this is a new ballet move. Royal Academy will not accept that and say, oh, no. So I think the same respect should be given to dancehall. But because dancehall is a free-for-all, it's for the people, by the people, and we share this because we love it, and it's a hobby and it's our lifestyle thing. Because it has that freeness to it, people think that they can do anything that they want with it. And me, as an dancehall activist, I will not allow that till the day I die. So,
dancehall activist is beautiful.
so people can hate me or not, I am picking up for my culture and my rights. If I'm a creator of a move, how can you go and do a tutorial and you're probably even doing the movement wrong? Plus, I have 6 other variations to watch your poems. So you can't try to do my work and try to get credit from it, because to tell you the truth, the person that did the tutorial and put it on it, they didn't even add me and said created by Kimiko Versatile. They just put it up. So I wasn't the one that even saw it in the first place. People started pointing out to me and said, Kimiko, how could this person do this? They don't even tag you. They only tag Razorby, which was the artist for the song. They said they don't even tag you and said the creator. You understand? So even people saw an issue with this. So it wasn't even me alone. So I went out and did a public announcement that says I don't want nobody to do a tutorial for my steps. You are not the creator. How can you do a tutorial for someone else's steps that knows where it's coming from, how you should feel, the expression that you should give with it, the right angles and the right position of your arms. You don't know this. Maybe this person have done a class with me one time, so you can't do this. This is not right. And this comes down to cultural misappropriation, which I dislike when the major country or person goes to a minor country and take from them and bring it and turn it into what they want. And if we allow this, we're going to lose the essence of dancehall. It's going to become watered down. It's going to become another thing, dancehall fusion or whatever. And then we're going to lose the respect and the originality and authenticity of dancehall. And I am not going to allow that. I can see the bigger picture. I'm not just looking at it. No, I'm seeing the bigger picture if we allow this for so many years. So this is what I've been lashing about. It's not necessary to disrespect the Europeans, but to let them understand, say, hey, this is what I stand for, and we're not going to allow it. Because some people think that they can do anything and get fame from it, but it's not all about that.
Okay, then tell me one thing also. For example, some moves, they have no name. People do it for years, they have no name. Some moves has no tutorial. Right. Creator done it in the dance, in the yard, where they want. Why it's like that?
It is like that because, like I said before, back in the days, Jamaicans weren't doing dancehall to go and teach. We're doing it for our culture. It's just natural for us to dance. We're a dancing and music set of people. So we do it naturally for a hobby. We weren't doing it to say we're going to teach 10 years from now. So sometimes when they make up a move, they didn't find it necessary to give it a name because they're just doing it for fun and people will do it. Bear in mind, most of Bogle steps had movements, names of the movement. So most of them had movement, but some weren't documented because maybe they weren't popular, maybe they weren't going to the dance hall so much so you wouldn't see it on a video. Remember back in the days, you didn't have, technology wasn't so advanced like now, you know. So most of the time, if you wanted to see a particular movement or so, you would have to go to Jamaica to see it in its natural hemisphere.
Okay, let's say there is a newbie who discovered dancehall and wants to approach it as dancer. What do you suggest to them? I mean, not from Jamaica, of course.
Do your field studies, do your research, do your field studies. Save up your money and go to Jamaica. You can do the classes, do your foundation, your middle school, your new school leading up. You have to do your studies. I went to school to study dance, theater, and production. I had to do my field studies. I had to do philosophy, psychology. I had to go on field trip to learn about the traditional folk form, to see it clear. You had to write your thesis. You had to put on a production. I did 4 years of training. So you have to put in the work to really gain what you want. If you really want to be a teacher, you can't just do a 2 weeks class and then you turn teacher. It's like you have to respect the culture. If you really love it so much, learn about it the right way. Do your field research. Do it with the right people that are creating and you know, putting it out there. Do your field research. That's what I think, because there's no university or college or any of these organization that created something to where you can go and get certified. There's nothing like that pertaining to dancehall as yet. So now you just have to do your research yourself and get the right information and enough information before you say you're going to be a teacher. So you understand? Because like I said, just give it the same respect like how you give to ballet and modern contemporary, same way.
It's coming. The time is ready, and you are part of this movement to create who gave power to the culture, real cultural ambassador. I want to thank you for opening our event because you were the first class on the very first day, of course, as TopUp production family. I wish you all the best for your tour. Welcome back. Europe needs you, and enjoy the rest of the parties. Boat ride. We're gonna turn it up.
For being part of this phenomenal event again, it's making waves, it's making a difference, because the teacher that I see, Maggie and you guys book, and who's involved, and the conference and thing is, it really surrounds the culture, and the teachers that you invite are really persons with knowledge and respect, and with that, with the right information being transmitted to the persons that are coming here, is a good look. You understand? It's a good movement. So I really like this cultural dance camp a lot, you know. So thank you for having me again, and you know.
We love you, Kimiko. Have fun.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
You don't know the culture, dance camp culture, dance clash Berlin.
Yo, CDC Festival Berlin 2019.
CDC Festival.